Welcome back. So we have everything already opened and into the pot and pans here. Inside this pot here we have the butter going for the beans, and we're going to add the beans. So you want to get plenty butter into the pot. That's the good key. The key to some good refried beans is getting plenty butter into the pot. And remember, we use vegan butter, so we're not hurting ourselves as bad as we would if we were using regular butter with all the saturated fats in it. So we got the beans in there. In this skillet, we have our Beyond Beef, and we have some red onion. So you see how that looks? Looks like beef, right? But it's not. It's peas. Now, one of the tricks to cooking this Beyond Beef is to not immediately smush it up once it gets into the pan. You want it to get a little bit of sear on the bottom of it. That way it has some binding to it, so that when you chop it up, it chops up into the ground beef fashion. If you put it in the pan and immediately start to crunch it up, smash it up, then it's become a mushy consistency. So you want to let it sear just a little bit and then smush it up. Okay, so we got that. Got that going. And in this pot right here is our boiling water for our rice. So we have 1 3/4 cup of water. We're going to add a cup of rice to it. And then to the rice, we're going to add some Rotel. Mainly going for the tomatoes with a little bit of juice as we go add that in there. So as you see, I just use really just like a half a can of it. So I have another half a can to use for tomorrow's dinner. I don't know what tomorrow's dinner is going to be, but it's going to have some roasted tomatoes. Alright. Alright, so to this Beyond Beef, I seasoned it because I'm all about seasoning. I love to season. That's another key to delicious food. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people measure. I don't. I go to the eye. A lot of you may say that is a lot. But you know what? When you get on your plate, you're going to be like, man, that's good. And it's going to be because it was seasoned. Don't be afraid to season your food. Do not be afraid to season your food. Season everything. The seasoning is what brings out the flavors in all of your food. So don't be afraid to season it. And I'm old school. I do not measure. I was taught to eye it. When you see it, after you've cooked for quite a while and you cook certain dishes, you know what it takes, what amount it takes. I make this all the time, so I know how much to put in there. I never had any complaints about my beans. They eat them up, and so yeah, that's what we do. All right. So we've added a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, some Mrs. Dash, and some Tony's Tetris, however you pronounce this. Cameraman says Saturns, but that's not how it's spelled. But you know, we call it whatever. The good. So we like spice in our food, so we put that in there too. Okay. So we got all of our ingredients inside of our rice. We're gonna turn that down, let it simmer. The beans are gonna come to a a rigorous semi-boil kind of consistency. See how that looks? Good. I'm stir it good up. All right. So that's that part. We'll be back with you in a minute for assembly.